What up, what up, what up, y'all? I'm back with another episode of Post Clarity, where I share my unique thoughts, perspectives, leaving the barbershop about our culture, but specifically about how it relates to our experiences in the corporate world, working world, or even if you're an entrepreneur. Having worked in talent for over 12 years, whether it was hiring, retaining, or strategy, it's always just really given me this very unique perspective. So, with that being said, let me kick y'all some clarity. One of the things I've really been reflecting on is about my work life balance, and specifically on the part on the balance. Sometimes I get so caught up in work, I forget to sit down and take a break and actually just enjoy life. Labor Day is coming up, and for some of us, it's a day that can come and go really quickly. These holidays are really just reminders and also a really good time for us to actually take a quick reset. But I understand how difficult that can really be because it can really feel like you're missing out on time, money, or even just opportunity. So, with Labor Day and these holidays coming up, I have three takeaways for y'all. Key takeaway number one: embrace the holiday. It's okay to rest. We don't even get told that enough. We're always told to work, work, work a little bit, and even work some more. Especially being Nigerian, my parents actually had a no days off policy. But I've learned that it's okay to enjoy the day that you had, especially when all the work is done. Think about how many days our minds are consistently thinking of planning, working, or even just in work mode. Embrace the day off. It's something we don't get to do as we get older. When we were younger, it felt like we earned it. We had public holidays like marked off in our calendars for months. But as we've gotten older and started to work more, add more responsibilities and some liabilities, we lose sight of embracing the day off. My advice: mark your holidays. Write it down, circle it, print it out so that you always have something to look forward to. Sometimes just throwing it in the back of your mind and just thinking that it's there isn't enough. You have to make it real. And to make it real, that's going to be the best way for us to actually really embrace it. Key takeaway number two: disconnect during the break. This is actually probably the most difficult, but it's also time and it's okay to just not think about work at all. And I mean completely. If you're one of those people that just casually check emails on the weekend, don't. And excuse my French, cut that shit. It's your holiday, so enjoy it. You might also be one of those people that constantly just brings up work issues, and work situations in normal conversations with the closest people around you. Maybe for a holiday, just stop. And if you care enough about them, at least maybe give them the break of talking about work and thinking about work. Plan to do things maybe that take your mind off of work. My advice: maybe do activities that don't require your phone. Maybe plan activities that don't require your phone. I always recommend doing things that you enjoyed as a kid, and a lot of us didn't have phones as a kid. So maybe start going back to those things. Takeaway number three: reflect. And honestly, this can be any type of reflection. And reflection can be going backwards, but also going forwards. It's important to reflect on how far you've come, but also reflect on where it is that you want to go. Reflecting about your past is really just as important as reflecting where you are and where you are towards your future. It's also really important to reflect in a positive environment, reflect in a positive manner. Too many times we reflect and it's usually in the other direction. It's also with a negative connotation. It's time to really just flip that and reflect in a positive way and seeing how far we've come. My advice: on your day off, carve out time to reflect. Write down and reflect what you've done in the past and where you are now and where you want to get to in the future. Again, with these holidays and Labor Day weekend coming up, my three takeaways are: embrace the time off. Number two, disconnect from the day and all sorts of thought of actual work. And takeaway number three, reflect. Reflect on your past and then also on your future. Trying to give y'all some free game for free 99. But as always, let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.